Hi my friends, how are you? I'm back for another WikiEATia video, this time about a century egg. That's right. I've never tried one actually, and today will be the first time of me eating one of those. It says alkalized and cooked duck eggs from Gold Plum, it says right up there. 8 of them are in there. That's what they look like. And I looked it up on WikiPedia, and the century egg looked like these on the picture here. So let's get started. Let's eat some. Yeah, let me open the box. Cut it open. There we go. Oh, look. Oh. I don't know, it doesn't. Doesn't smell really bad or anything. Smells a little bit like plastic. And a little bit like egg maybe. That's what they look like. Oh, I get to eat one of these. Oh, yay. This way around. Alkalized and cooked duck eggs. Yeah. That's all it says, and some Chinese letters. Let's eat one. WikiPedia, century egg. Century egg or Pidan, I don't know how you say it, also known as preserved egg. 100-year egg, 1000-year egg, 1000-year-old egg, millennium egg, skin egg, and black egg. Is a Chinese preserved food product and delicacy made by preserving duck, chicken or quail eggs in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime and rice hulls for several weeks to several months depending on the method of processing. That sounds so interesting. Oh my God. How clever. How inventive. No, it's inventive. How smart, how intelligent, I don't find the right word. Oh. How super inventive. Yes, let's eat a duck egg. Oh, is it a 1000-year-old egg? Huh? Look at this. A century egg sliced open. We're gonna check out our egg. And here it shows you the alternative names again. The only difference I see in what I've read you already, it says blacking egg. And it also says black egg. We've read this already. Oh, I wonder if it tastes leathery, kind of rough, kind of hard to chew. Because it says in Chinese here, well, this is the Chinese, these are the Chinese letters. It says literal meaning, leather skin egg. Well, let me show you. Standard Mandarin and this Cantonese, Southern Min. And this one, pine patterned egg. Look at this. I want to learn how to say it to it. And Vietnamese name, Thai name, Japanese names. Really? Oh my god, look how many preserved eggs I have. Let's get started. Let's peel it. So we can see what it looks like. Definitely green. That's for sure. Smells like a duck egg. Oh, I bet it'll be good. So I'm hungry. Peel it carefully so I can show you what it looks like better instead of having it break. Look at this shell. Look at what it looks like. Does the camera focus in correctly? That's what it looks like. Look at that. It's like black looking. More than green, I would think. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's eat it. I'll show you again some more what it looks like. Let me show you what it says here. Century egg showing snowflake pine branch patterns. These patterns are dendrites of various salts. I don't know if I said it correctly. Even though the traditional method is still widely practiced, modern understanding of the chemistry behind the formation of century eggs has led to many simplifications in the recipe. For instance, soaking raw eggs in a solution of table salt, calcium hydroxide and sodium carbonate for 10 days, followed by several weeks of aging while wrapped in plastic, is said to achieve the same effect as the traditional method. This is because the reaction needed to produce century eggs is accomplished by introducing hydroxide and sodium ions into the egg, regardless of the method used. I washed it. Let's do a taste test. That's what we've all been waiting for. It's way better than I thought it would be. I'll buy that more often. Actually, down farther on the bottom. Now it burns me in my throat. It burns a bit. It seems like almost somewhat bitter. I think you need like a bread or some potatoes or something with it, you know. Eat it with something, not just by itself. It burns the throat a little bit. It tastes a tiny little bit rubbery, but not bad at all. This yolk is all the way dark green. This one's a little lighter. You see the difference? Let's try the left part again. Maybe that's the bitter part. No? I thought this is the one that burns in the throat. Let me try the green, the dark green again. Not that one. Oh yeah, that one does too. Yeah, it does burn in the throat a little bit, but it's delicious. Yeah, I would suggest eating this with vinegar and soy sauce and sesame oil to make it taste a little bit better. Stay tuned. My photographer turned the camera off in the middle of it. Stay tuned for more WikiEATia and more eating. First we have to see how you say to that preserved egg. Google Translate, of course.
皮蛋皮蛋皮蛋皮蛋
Pidan.
皮蛋
Pidan. Sometimes they say it faster, sometimes they say it slower. Let me show you another picture here. Century egg coated in a caustic mixture of mud and rice husk. And you know what? I found a better word to say. Genius. They are. It is a genius idea. They are geniuses. Is that what you say? They are a genius. Yes. Super genius. Oh God, they figured out how to preserve a duck egg. Look at this traditional, before we read about modern, the traditional method of producing century eggs developed through improvement of the aforementioned primitive process. Instead of using just clay, a mixture of wood ash, calcium oxide, and salt is included in the plastering mixture, thereby increasing its pH and sodium content. The addition of calcium oxide and wood ash to the mixture lowers the risk of spoilage and also increases the speed of the process. Now when I ate it, it also burned. Not only in the throat, but down the stomach a bit. A recipe for creating century eggs starts with the infusion of 3 pounds of tea in boiling water. Really? To the tea, 3 pounds of calcium oxide, or 7 pounds if done in winter. 9 pounds of sea salt and 7 pounds of ash from burnt oak is mixed into a smooth paste. I'll read some more. Each egg is individually covered by hand with gloves worn to protect the skin from chemical burns. It is then rolled in a mass of rice chaff to keep the eggs from adhering to one another before the eggs are placed in cloth-covered jars or tightly woven baskets. The mud slowly dries and hardens into a crust over several months. The eggs are then ready for consumption. That's a ready egg. I have to say, except for the burning in the mouth and the burning down the throat, I really think it's very tasty. Let me show you some more pictures. Arranged century egg on a plate. Of course you can go to WikiPedia. That's where I'm at, of course. Century egg with, I don't know how you say to that word. I read you about the modern method of preserving it, and I didn't read all of it. You can read it. Then I showed you the pictures, and then This is interesting too. It's also interesting. Am I in the camera? I'm sure that you're getting tired of maybe the video is getting way too long, but it is just so interesting. Century eggs can be eaten without further preparation than peeling and rinsing them on their own or as a side dish. I do not know how to say that, an appetizer. I think that's what it is, as an hosdeo. Oh, that is the silliest me ever. I'm not gonna say stupidest or the most stupid, but I'll show you the word. As an hors d'oeuvre or something kind of like that. Guys, I heard it before, but I just couldn't remember, because I never really used that word. The Cantonese wrap chunks of this egg. I don't know, now I lost it here. The hors d'oeuvre. As an hors d'oeuvre, the Cantonese wrap chunks of this egg with slices of pickled ginger root, sometimes sold on a stick as street food. Oh, let's go to China. Oh, let's start again. As an hors d'oeuvre, whatever. I'm burping from the egg. The Cantonese wrap chunks of this egg. Sounds better now, doesn't it? With slices of pickled ginger root. Sometimes sold on a stick as street food. A Shanghainese recipe mixes chopped century eggs with chilled tofu. In Taiwan, it is popular to eat sliced century eggs placed on top of cold tofu with katsuobushi, I do not know how to say that either, silly me, soy sauce and sesame oil in a style similar to Japanese hiyako. Oh, I don't know how to say that either. A variation of this recipe common in northern China is to slice century eggs over chilled, silken, soft tofu. I've never had that. I should try that. Adding liberal quantities of shredded young ginger and chopped spring onions as a topping, and then drizzling light soy sauce and sesame oil over the dish to taste. They are also used in a dish called old and fresh eggs, where chopped century eggs are combined with or used to top an omelette made with fresh eggs. The century eggs may also be cut into chunks and stir-fried with vegetables, which is most commonly found in Taiwanese cuisine. It goes on and on and on. Oh, I wish I could read it all. Because everything is so interesting. I wanted to show you another picture. Century eggs for sale in mainland China. I really wanted to add this too. Heavy metals were used to speed up the process to turn more profit for less time and artificially increase the quality of the preserved egg. It was an unscrupulous practice in some small factories, but it became rampant in China and forced many Taiwanese, Hong Kong and other honest manufacturers to label their boxes lead-free after the scandal went mainstream in 2013. Many production factories in China were using industrial quality copper sulfate, which was contaminated with arsenic, lead, cadmium, and other heavy metals and toxic chemicals. To make eggs more translucent, lessen odor. It's actually translucent. Lessen odor, provides smoother texture and encourage faster curing. The Chinese government has recently been trying to regulate food additives and license law abiding establishments to combat the food safety incidents in China posed by bad manufacturing practice. I'm going to say goodbye now, my friends. Exactly. Yeah, I should have put on, this is a green egg. I should have put on my green eyeshadow for that. From the forest green lady, I think I did a video. Let's eat the last bits of it. Thank you for watching another WikiEATia video. From me, a gift from me to you. Preserved duck egg kiss. Thank you for watching. I love you, my friends.